World Junior Curling Championships 2012, Dicey Chess on Ice. Want to see the best draws, takeouts, freezes, and raises going? Check out the World Junior Curling Championships 2012. First, the good news and a bit of bad news. Curling has cleaned up its act. That's the good news. The bad news is, in the so doing, curling has lost some of its mystique and majesty, with the corn brooms relegated to the dustbins of history in favor of the stubby brushes. The latter look like a Hitler mustache or squirrel attached to a stick. And powerful, graceful broom sweeping is now but diligent, short-stroke brushing. But these brushes, unlike the brooms, have the distinct advantage of not leaving straw on the ice. European teams came up with the brush, and eventually teams in the USA and in Canada, where generally the best curling is played, switched over. Fortunately, on delivery, it matters little if you use a broom or brush, or neither, like 1975 Brier winner Bill Tetley of Northern Ontario, for contact balance on ice, as competitive curlers have precise shots with proficiency measured in inches and rock rotation. Curling rocks is a great social sport too. For those that poo-poo the sport as not to one taste after watching it on TV, know that it is tons of fun to play. If one has not had the spills and thrills of sliding and delivering the rock, curling in its essence, TV won't help. It can't show player heart palpitations while cleaning the stone bottom, knowing their shot to come must draw to the forefoot. It can't reveal the inner tension sweating over shot to play, or the dismay at the shot just previously ham-fistedly made, nor can it capture momentum, loss of confidence, or an adrenaline rush. But TV does capture the hush when one slides out from the hack. Hack? What's that? That's the push-off where you get your rocks off. In the old days, some adult curlers also got their rocks off tippling a lot. Maybe some still do, but athleticism and awareness of nutrition has crept into the sport's confines. One thing, however, has remained constant. The curling ice still gets stoned. Make that pebbled. Using water and other magic, the ice maker sprays a fine, bubbly pebble on the ice which breaks down under heat, brushing, vagaries, what have you. Ice gets defect lines which a skip must read properly to detect when and where a rock may fall off. If the skip misdiagnoses the ice, a shot risks becoming faulty in its own right. The outside edges of the sheet will be less traveled, have heavier pebbles, and will be higher than the inside. At the end of a bonspiel tournament, the ice is a bit like a dish. Making 13 to 15 second ice with 3 to 5 feet of curl takes the right mixture of humidity, airflow, scraping, water pH balance, pebble head sizes and shapes, and all the skills the ice technician can muster. Think of the complexities and strain making methamphetamines. The pressure on the ice maker is greater. The rocks, or stones, ranging in weight from 38 to 44 pounds with handles on top bolted into the rock centers, are something a blacksmith would be proud of, yet to hit the button, the smallest and center point of the target house rings of fire, the rock must travel unerringly but with a curling arc 126 feet. That's some kind of putt, huh? And nowadays, the lead, second, vice or skip, there are 4 teammates to a side, must exhibit a jeweler's touch. These Jewel 2012 World Junior Curling Championships are being held in Östersund, Sweden, a town of some 58,000. Being darn near polar, or at least in the middle of Sweden, winter sports are the thing. It's known as the Winter City, and Sweden has a rich tradition of success in curling. From March 3 to 11, internationals and locals will take the matches in and temporarily turn away from hunting down scarce Storsey, the Great Lake Monster. 2 countries that have a scarce history with curling are Russia and the Czech Republic. Both have qualified for the 2012 World Junior Curling Women's. The Czechs also qualified for the Junior Men's. Unbelievably, Russia's women took bronze in 2011. Canada took silver, Scotland gold. The World Curling Federation, WCF, oversees events like this WJCC 2012. The players must be 21 or under, and they come from 10 nations for both gender competitions. Selected games are covered through web stream coverage. In the 1500s and 1600s, the only coverage was of heavy clothing. As the sport was introduced to Scotland and northern European countries on ponds and locks, anything that froze over. The overture most satisfying to hear is the take-out pop sound when the shooter's granite stone bumps an opponent out of the rings. A symphony of sound and a superlative sight is the might of the triple takeout. That's right, 3 enemy rocks are moved. Don't scoff. It happens. Especially so with the shooters of today, including the world's best junior curlers. Being intimidated is not a known weakness, and youthful inexperience is not a known obstacle for these youngsters. The only soft spots in their games might be reading the ice and shot strategy for the skips. That's about it. It's no surprise that curling is referred to as chess on ice. It's also known as the roaring game. Want to see hot curlers? On the internet, check out the Hotties calendar taken from the 2010 Winter Olympics. And curlingbasics.com gives a wonderful animated array of curling shots and display. Zed Holland Ice Hall will have it all. Can host country Sweden take gold in the 2012 World Junior Curling Men's Championship? They did in 2011. Until then,